our adventure or bust. I'm Brittany White.
And I'm Stephen Altman, and we live in our converted school bus.
Hello.
Hey guys, so this is our schoolie. It's a tiny house on wheels. We built it in an old school bus. It's retired from the fleet. When you first come in, you find the cockpit area where you drive the bus, and then immediately into the living area here.
So we have couches here, L-shaped couches. Both sides lift up for storage underneath. So this as well as the other side. And then this piece here actually extends out to right here to make a full-size bed. TV, because you can't live without Netflix nowadays. 2-layered sink. Propane stove, 24-inch appliances. We got both of these at Home Depot. So this one is just a general, runs on normal electricity, but it is energy efficient. And then we have a washer-dryer combo, energy efficient as well. What's cool about our bus is we have a side door. So we've got our side door here. We made this countertop able to come out, so we can lift it up and still have access to that side door. Perfect for like grilling. Got these custom curtains made too. So we've got the sheer curtains. They were made by Shorty, who's another Florida tiny house enthusiast. And they actually have these really cool blackout curtains too, so that we can hook on to each one and take away the light. We do have plans to paint the bus. Right now it's still yellow. We are going to paint it like this, just like that. So the same green, the same white. We have these these cabinets that we had bought pre-made from Home Depot. They were unfinished walnut, I think, countertops. So a lot of people create custom weave. We're able to get some prefab ones. And then show you into the room. We've got pantry for storage. We have these closet boxes that we had built for our items. We've got clothes and plenty of storage for our own clothes, hanging storage, shoes. So it's perfect. It's perfect for the amount of stuff that we have. It's very spacious but still small. And then looking at our bathroom here, and I'll kind of come in here. This is our bathroom. We've got a Nature Head compost toilet, cedar walls throughout still, medicine cabinet type space. We have a 32-inch by 34-inch shower stall, prefab shower stall. For as far as we have no black water, so we don't produce any waste. And then we have off-grid capabilities for water, which I'll show you here in the bedroom. So we have AC, energy efficient, as far as what you can get. And then we've got a queen size bed that lifts up. So when you look underneath the bed here, we've got our 100-gallon water tank for off-grid capabilities. We have storage options here where we can place stuff that we're not going to be using too often, like camping things. As far as, and then a back door as well. We have 2 dogs. We live here with Juno and Coda, 2 Australian Shepherds. They love to hang out down here below the bed. It's kind of their own little nook. That's it.
We converted the school bus ourselves. The total cost, including the bus, was $17,600. We chose to convert a school bus rather than a tiny house on wheels because the cost is substantially less, and plus it's just really cool.
We essentially have our truck with our house, so we didn't have to have an additional, big diesel truck to move our bus. We could have both at the same time, which makes living a lifestyle of travel easier.
Yeah, I think the main thing you have to keep in mind when you're deciding whether or not to build a schoolie or a tiny house on wheels, a schoolie is a converted school bus, by the way, is how much you're going to be traveling. If you're going to be traveling a lot, it's better to go with the school bus, in my opinion, because each time you move a tiny house on wheels, you're essentially subjecting it to hurricane force winds. If it rains, you can get water inside of it. It can be tough on them. Whereas a school bus like this, it doesn't care what kind of weather we drive it in, how much we drive it just keeps going.
As far as the plans, we worked with a local interior designer. Her name was Hannah Altman on actual plans for the. I'll show you actually. So with a converted school bus, it's really complicated because we're dealing with curves. In comparison to a normal tiny house where you can use whatever size structure, we are dealing with curves. So
everything in a tiny house on wheels, like with a trailer, is square. All the angles you can make them at 90 degrees, and it makes it a lot easier to deal with. Whereas in this, the ceiling of a school bus is concave, and that makes it a lot more difficult to work with. In a bus, like, it seems like nothing is square, so everything has to be custom built. Everything has to be checked and double checked to make sure that you don't end up on a square. Why, right? Everybody wants to know, why do you want to live in a bus? So we've been living in a bus for 2 months, and already we've saved enough money that we scheduled a trip to Europe. We're going to London, Switzerland, and Germany. And we saved enough money in just 2 months. I can't even imagine in 2 or 3 or 4 years how much money we'll have saved and all the things we'll have been able to do just because we've chosen to live within our means, or below our means actually, so we can have a more adventurous life.
And if you look at the cost of rent where we live in Sarasota. It's $1,200 to $1,500 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Again, you know, the 2 months that we've been living here, that's $3,000. So that, as well as when you look at the amount of student loan debt that we're dealing with, it was really a financially sound option so that we could live a more meaningful lifestyle and an easier financial lifestyle. I mean, the biggest sacrifice, of course, is space, but we set out to live a tiny lifestyle, and even though we're living in a smaller space, we have a bigger life. We're able to see more of the world. We're able to save money, spend less time cleaning, own more things, have a better impact on the environment by being more minimalistic. So yes, even though we have sacrificed space, we are living a larger lifestyle.